Hello all and welcome to my channel Happy Learning with Anugamini. This is Dr. Anugamini Srivastava and I make videos related to research and researchers. In today's video, I'll be discussing different aspects of writing, the second most important of a research paper, or you can say the second most read part of your research paper. Yes, the abstract. The abstract of the research paper. The abstract that indicates the highlights of your work in the whole research paper. Although it is the second most sorted aspect of the research paper, it is the one which is written in the last. Why? I'll let you know in today's video. Along with that, abstract is not only important for the readers who are downloading those research papers for their references and citations, but it is also important for the editors and the reviewers of the journals in which they have been submitted. Based on the abstract itself, the reviewers decide whether they expertise in the area to review that paper. Second, whether the paper makes some contribution in the field. Whether the paper has something different from the papers which are already existent. Is it supporting some? Is it contradicting some? So abstract is kind of trailer that is shown before the release of the whole picture, that is a research paper or the doctoral dissertation. So that's why abstract becomes really important to be written in the most effective manner after the title of the paper. Those researchers, those readers who do not have access to the papers based on their areas or the institution who do not have the access, abstract is the most sorted aspect, and hence it becomes very much important for you all to understand its relevance and write it in the most effective manner. So here I am to help out in this context. I'll discuss what are the different aspects of an abstract, what it should include, what it should not, and how you can make an impactful, effective abstract. So the abstract theoretically is defined as a short form of article, book, doctoral dissertation, research paper, a report, in order to give out the most important facts and ideas of that particular document. Many a times, researchers spend a lot of time in doing their research work and writing and drafting whole of their research papers and doctoral documents very carefully and very cautiously. But the moment they are supposed to write an executive summary or an abstract, they become little ignorant, or you may say they just get the things done, like they have this kind of attitude, and because of that, the abstract suffers. Because abstract suffers, your paper's readability suffers. So write an abstract just like a research paper or your doctoral dissertation. So let's check out what an abstract should be. So at the very first step, the abstract should be a concise form of statements highlighting the different important aspects of your work. It should be concise, it should be shortened version, it should be a condensed version of your work, which highlights, which indicates or which represents what exactly you have done, how you have done, and why you have done, and what are your findings. On the next ground, it should be written in the most clear and simple terms. Writing complicated and too much technical terms is not suggested in writing an abstract. So your abstract statement should be very clear and very much simple, so that anyone, any layman, any person from the different area also, if tries to read the abstract and try to understand what you have done, they can understand it in the most simplest manner. Along with being concise and clear, your abstract should be compelling. It's not a small essay that you're writing. It's a compelling and important aspect of your research paper. So it should be compelling. Now by compelling, I mean it should exactly not be attractive, but it should be something which raises the curiosity of the people who are reading them, so that they feel motivated to read the whole of the paper. Okay, so it should be enough compelling, enough motivating, enough encouraging for the readers, for the reviewers, whosoever get your paper in or doctoral dissertation in their hands, they feel like reading the whole work that you have done. Along with that, your abstract should be carefully considered. By carefully considered, I mean that it should consider all the important aspects of your work. In abstract, you shouldn't only focus on what is the purpose of your research paper, or what methodology you have utilized, or what were the important findings of your research paper. You need to be writing your research paper abstract in such a way that it looks that you have carefully considered all the parts of your research paper and your doctoral dissertation in a very cautious manner. Okay, because it helps when a reviewer accepts to review your research paper. It helps when a reader tries to read your research paper and feel motivated to get access to your research paper. On the similar note, it should be complete. It should include the background, the research methodology, the theoretical frameworks, the findings, the discussion, the implications and the originality aspect of the whole work that you have done. You cannot just skip any part of it, because all of them together form the contribution of your work towards the ongoing research work. And finally, it should be citable. It will be citable when people read your work. Based on the compelling, interesting, concise, clear abstract that you have written, your paper will become more and more citable, because more and more people will be able to understand what you are saying actually through brief introduction in the abstract itself. So with this, we discussed what your abstract should be. Now let's focus on what it should not be, so that you actually can write a very effective abstract. So the first thing that you should avoid while writing a research paper abstract or your doctoral dissertation abstract is no citations. Avoid writing citations while writing your abstract. Your abstract is not an introduction or your literature review, although it is a summary of it, but here you're supposed to write something which you felt from different parts of your papers and you want to highlight before the readers, reviewers and the editors. So avoid giving citations when writing a research paper abstract. Second, always remember that it is abstract and not your introduction section. So do not repeat what you have written in your introduction as your abstract. You need to pay some time while writing your abstract differently from what is in the introduction. As already mentioned, abstract involves all the important aspects of your research paper. It's not only the purpose and why you are doing that work. So highlight all the aspects of your research paper. Also, avoid using acronyms in your research paper. If you have some variables which you have tested, write the full forms. It will help the readers to understand what exactly is studied in the research work. If you write the acronyms, it will be a little complicated for them to connect with it, because hardly much of the variables have standardized acronyms to be used. So avoid using acronyms in your abstract. Next comes the jargons. Like your title, avoid using jargons and too much of technical stuff in your abstract aspect. Then, many times authors feel that if we'll write much, we'll end up writing a mirror image of the introduction in our abstract, and hence they write a very short abstract. Short abstract is good, but if it includes all the important aspects of your abstract. Short abstract is good if you include all the important aspects of your paper or your work. If it is not, then you need to increase the word limit and tell the people, readers, reviewers, what exactly you have done. Along with that, do not extend your abstract above 400 words. Like for few journals, 150 is the minimum limit, but for few, it is the maximum. So from 150 to 400 is what I can suggest to write an abstract, so that it includes the relevant part of the paper as a summary, but is not too much wordy, okay? And too much vague. Do not write anything that is not a part of your work. Many times when we review the research papers of some other journals, abstract says something different and paper says something different. Just to get through the review process, writing different aspects to convince the editor and reviewer is a bad idea. So do not do that. If you have done that work, just represent it in your research paper abstract. But if it is not, do not write vague abstracts. It will always have a negative effect on your name and your paper. So in all, include the background and research questions, theoretical and conceptual framework of your paper, methodology and research design, results, implications and originality to highlight most of the important aspects of your research paper. So these are the few points that I wanted to discuss with you and let you know that what are the major aspects you can consider before writing your abstract. Now, a few small tips. Always write your abstract at the end of your research paper writing, because by the end of your research paper writing, you will have a better knowledge about what exactly you want to highlight in your abstract section. Always use simple terms to mention what is the purpose of your research work, what methodology you have used. Okay. Now for methodology, always use the standard technical terms which are utilized by most of the researchers in the field, so that there is no confusion regarding which methodology we have utilized. Regarding writing originality of your research paper, always focus on what gap you actually try to meet in your research paper, rather than just writing anything at random or in generic for showing off your originality. Okay. Along with that, while writing the research, focus on the exact finding you got. Okay. If you will follow these few tips, I do believe that your abstract are going to get more and more reach. If you find the content of my channel effective, please do like and subscribe to my channel. We'll meet in the next video.